Hello everyone, and thank you to Lynn for what I'm sure was a very kind and generous introduction. My name is David Morkunas. I'm really happy to join you today. I'm currently working as a primary school teacher out at Bentleigh West Primary School in Melbourne, and I've been asked to talk to you very briefly about interleaved practice, which is a technique that you can use in your classroom to help students remember information for longer periods of time. All right, so it's something that we use at Bentleigh West quite often. So let's jump straight in and I'll give you a quick definition. Interleaved practice is simply the idea of studying a variety of topics during a single study session instead of just doing one topic, which we would traditionally call blocked practice. All right, so it's the idea of doing more than one topic in quick succession, generally in a study session. Okay, and it's also about varying the order in which these topics are actually studied. So I'll walk you through a couple of examples. Let's say I've decided I'm going to do 3 study sessions on Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. They're each going to be an hour long. So in blocked practice, if I have 3 topics, this is what my study sessions would look like. I'm going to study topic 1 on Monday, topic 2 on Wednesday, and topic 3 on Friday. So each topic will get a full hour by itself. So let's contrast that to interleaved practice. So if we decided to do the same 3 study sessions, still an hour each, this is what interleaving would look like. Instead of doing topic 1 on Monday, I'm going to do all 3 topics. But instead of doing an hour, I'll probably do 20 minutes of topic 1, 20 of topic 2, and 20 of topic 3. On the Wednesday, I'll do the same amount and also all 3 topics. I'll just switch the order in which I do them. And the same for Friday. So same amount, just switching the order. So you can see here from this example, we're studying for the same length of time, and each topic is getting the same length of time as well. Literally the only difference being that we have now decided to study more than one topic during a single study session. And that is interleaved practice. So I'll give you another example. Let's pretend we're learning French. Some of you may not need to pretend. Some of you might be learning French. In that case, great job. So let's look at my blocked practice again. So let's say, again, hour on Monday, hour on Wednesday, hour on Friday. So on the Monday, I might say, all right, I'm just going to do verb practice. I'm going to conjugate verbs for an hour. Then on Wednesday, I'm going to do an hour's worth of conversation practice. And then on Friday, an hour's worth of dictation. So all we need to do to interleave them is just to put them in the same study session and to study them for a bit less than an hour. So for my interleaved practice, I've got all 3 disciplines, so verbs, conversation, and dictation practice, and I'm putting them all in the one study session. So again, probably 20 minutes of each. Then on Wednesday, same deal, just switching the order of them. So I'll start with dictation on Wednesday, and I might start with conversation on Friday. All right, so that's sort of a more practical example of how you might use interleaving or interleaved practice in a study session. All right, and that's it. That's what interleaved is all about, or interleaved practice is all about. So the evidence in support of this comes from a study done by Taylor and Rohrer in 2010 with maths. So they had one group of students doing blocked practice, so just doing the same sort of sets of problems, and then a set of students doing interleaved problems, so sort of changing up the disciplines or the skills in quick succession. And so they found that blocked practice led to greater performance during the actual learning, so the study sessions. But by the time the exam happened, and the exam was only a day after the study sessions, their performance dipped massively, presumably because they only really remembered the things that they had just learned before the exam and not the things they'd learned previously. Whereas the people who did interleaved practice performed much better on the exam because they had exposure to all those topics sort of right before the exam happened. So that seems to suggest that interleaving has a positive benefit. So if there's one takeaway from this very brief presentation, it's that interleaved practice is greater than blocked practice. So with your review sessions with your students, or when you're reviewing learning, consider, instead of doing long sessions on one topic, consider breaking them up into small chunks and trying to vary the order in which they're exposed. So don't just take my word for it. You can try this yourself in your own personal lives. If you are learning a musical instrument, or you're learning a new language, or you're learning a sport, like golf's a great one for this, consider using interleaved practice in your own practice sessions. All right. If you're learning an instrument, instead of doing an hour's worth of work on scales, do 20 minutes on scales, 20 minutes on some ear training, and then 20 minutes on transcribing, something like that. You'd be surprised at how quickly you see the benefits. So that's me. Thanks for your time.